I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to show you a different fun fold. I've not quite made it up yet, so you're making it up with me, and I'm using to decorate some of the elements of Lots of Happy card kit. So you will need to start off with a piece of card. This is terracotta tile, and it is, let me just look at my notes, 9 3/4 by 4 1/8. Now the design idea, I want to give credit to Secret to Stampin'. It's Debbie McGeed. I hope I've pronounced her name right. It's looks as though it's one of her designs. However, I've altered the sizes so that this will fit in a normal standard envelope that we use in England. So you score it at 3/8, 1 3/8, 2 7/8, and 3 7/8. So we're just going to bend those back and burnish them. If you've got any rough edges through your trimmer, because you're needing a new blade, just go over them. Okay, so we're going to burnish all these score lines. Okay, there we go, and that's the last one. Okay, so we're now going to decorate this before we put it together. So it will fold in like this. So we're going to decorate this part here. And I have got a piece of DSP, so you can use anything that you like. So I'm just going to just soften these edges down. Okay, so the piece of DSP, it measures 5 3/4 by 4 inches. So that's going to sit there. And I thought I'd got my glue out. No, I didn't. Okay, so we're going to put that there. This is an old DSP that I'm using. As I've said before, if you really want to do identical to what I'm doing, please message me, and if I've got the DSP when you shop with me, I will give it you as a free gift. I will give you how to make this card as a free gift. So okay, that's going to stick on the back. Then we're going to, I'll just flatten this for the moment. We're going to put a piece on this that is 4 by 7/8. So this is the next one. And 7/8. That's going to go on there. So we want in equal increments. So when we match it over, that it should be the same as that looking all right. And then the middle section will be 4 inches by 1 3/8. So that's the next piece that's going in. I just thought it was different, this design. So in fact I'll put that the other way as the more blacks that side to carry on with that. So make sure you've got equal increments going off. And then the last one again is the 7/8 by 4 inches. So that goes on there like that. Okay, so just make sure that that's there like that. Okay, so now once we've done that, we are going to glue down this part here. Now, I think I'm going to go for putting my strong adhesive on. I've decided just so that I've just decided, because I want it to glue straight away, I think I'm going to just do this, and then I don't have to wait and be worried about it moving while I'm doing things. So what I normally do is I burnish it down. So I've stuck it right against the fold there, and then to take this up like that, and I'm going to put glue down the rest here. Right, so we need this to be fairly square, so I'm just going to stand it up, and I'm looking to make it square. Now I'm going to put it on a square so that I've got a point of reference there, and that should be there, and then that in. So I'm just using that square, and then I've gone for it. Just make sure it's squared. I think that's all right. Just that glue got caught with some glue there. Just rub it off. There we go. So that's in position now. So the next part we're going to make is the piece that fits on top. Now this is 3 inches by 5, and it is scored at 3/8. Yes, 3/8 and 1 3/8. So again, we're going to burnish these score lines down, and just any rough edges are just going to smooth down with the bone folder. So now we have got a piece that's 7/8 that's going to fit here, and I'll put it that way around. Yeah, that will work. So this is 7/8 by 2 7/8. So we're just going to pop that in the middle. There we go. And then this one on the outside. And put an even increment on there. Okay, so again, I'm just going to pop this strong adhesive tape on the fold line down there, and then pop my glue on the outside. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this here. So now how this fits is it flattens there, so I'm going to actually put glue on just this part here. So it's just about 1 inch of glue roughly. I'm going to leave this up for the moment, and then I'm positioning it so it's up against the fold and that there is an equal increment top and bottom. Okay, I wish I'd done that with my other tape. I'm then going to move this around, gathering that, bringing that up there, and when you feel that you've got that where I'm just going to bend down to use a line to square it with, so it helps with the line paper, must admit. And then we're going to press that down. Whoops, it's moved, shouldn't have done that, so do it again. And a dear must have smudged the other glue on it, so let's see that over there. Okay, I'm gonna press that down. It wasn't pressed down fully, so I'm pressing that down fully. Okay, and so when you fold it, it folds flat like that, so that will fit in your normal size envelope. Okay, so now for decorating. So this part I have decided to put a sprig. So I'm just going to put a sprig. This was, as I say, out of the Lots of Happy card kit that I've got left. So any element that you've got. The other thought was put in here that I was going to do was the Beauty Abound that's in the current catalogue. This beautiful sprig, I would have stamped this and cut it out. In fact, that's what I was going to do, but then I thought, use up some of the things that I've got. So I'm using the sprig up, and I'm going to be different. Instead of putting a bow on today, I'm going to finish the bottom with a flower. So that's a bit different. Okay, so I'm going to pop that flower just there. Okay, and then for this top bit I have got a element that I've coloured in prior, and I'm just going to put some glue dotted about and then just present this sideways. Now it can overlap on this side, but be careful about overlap. Well, actually it doesn't matter, does it, because it goes that way. Yeah, so just make sure it's even. So that's what we're going to do, make sure it's even. There we go, so top and bottom. Right, now I'm going to put a gold that came with the set, but I save all my little bits of ribbon that I cut off, and I'm going to use this cut off ribbon. So I'm going to stick in the middle a little bit of tear and tape, and I'll show you how I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to mount a little bit of the tear and tape on there. So I'm going to pop it in the middle just there, and I'm going to do the same with the other side. So just put a bit of tape, oops dear, and put that there, the edge as well. So that's in the middle. Just burnish that down. I'm going to peel this off. Peel this off. And then I'm going to follow the line of my, there, I'm going to put this halfway, oops, halfway, I'm going to just put it halfway. So I'm putting the lighter to the middle, and then we should have one that will come the other way. So, whoops, no, not that way. Which piece is it? Okay, this one, that's it, that one goes, no, not that way. It will have to go like that. Okay, so I'm going to pop them like that. And then the other side. So I'll do the lighter one to the middle again. One way. Which way do I want it? So that's, yeah, it is that way. I'm not going to put the lighter to the middle unless I do it that way. Yeah, so the lighter one can go on the outside of that, and then whoops, the middle one there. So that's it, that one needs coming off and going a bit further over like that. Okay, so you can trim those up again with some sharp scissors. So I'm just going to get my sharp scissors to just make sure that I'm happy with them. So that's it. There we go. And there we go. So that's that part there, ready for my next bit. And this is going to go on the top. So I'm going to stick it down with just some of, well, I'll stick it down with the tear and tape actually. So I'm just going to put a bit of tear and tape in the middle of this, and it will stick to my foil rather than the glue slipping about. So this is going to go in the middle. So when you put that straight, when you're happy with that, yeah, I think that's about right. So again, these are all elements from the kit, and this I'm going to stick on some, no I won't, I'll stick this down flat. So this is going to be stuck down flat. So there we go. So pop that in the middle there. So just overlapping it, so a bit of the circle is showing either side. And then I'm going to use the tailored tag, so you can do the tailored tag punch because it's available in the annual catalogue. I'm just going to put my pin in my glue. So I thought this was a beautiful friend card, so I'm going to use the thank you for being a friend. I thought that's a lovely sentiment there. And I'm using my stamping mat because it's a photopolymer stamp, and to get the best images you're better using your stamping mat. So that, and stamp that down. Oops, too easy. There we go, beautiful stamping. Okay, so now I'm going to pop this up on my dimensionals. So that's going to go back on here. So that's going to be going in the middle there. Just need my stamping dimensionals that I've buried. I think I've still got any left on that other bit. Did have some bits, so must have not put them away. So we'll use, oh, it's behind there. So don't forget, you can use up every bit of your stamping dimensionals. So I'm going to pop this just there, and I'll have another little bit for the middle here, and then I'm going to cut that in half, and I'm going to use half on there and half on there. See, do you see? So that's making sure that that's supporting my sentiment completely. Let's peel off the backs. There we go, and get it the right way. Thank you for being a friend. So I'm going to level that up. Oops. Halfway between my circle. There we go. There. So that's our finished card. I think that's rather nice. Anybody would be pleased. So that's how it looks from the top, and that's how it will look when it's stood up. So I thought that was really nice. It then folds flat to go in your card. Don't know what's something stopping it from folding flat. There, so it folds flat to go in your card. So there we go. Now I've just not put enough glue on here, so just need to go back in and finish those. I just have better, yeah, put that way. There we go. So there you go. That's finished. So I shall be back on Monday. Thank you very much for popping by. You could make this with any DSP, any coloured card, any elements that you've got in your stamp set, in your stash. So as I said, Beauty of BAM would work great with it. The tag topper punch is still available. There's lots of sentiments you could put on there. There's lots of roses that you could use for this. Other ideas would be not forever firm, that's it. This would work well. So you could do your flowers, and that could peek out that way, and that could peek out the other way. Well, I'd do it like that. So this would be an excellent set to do it with. So the 4 Seasons florals, that would be a good one to do it with. And as I say, you can use any DSP. You could even use these fonts, or you could use the Beauty Abound ones. You could send a thank you card. So there's lots of elements that you could even use the butterflies coming off the sentiment. If you just wanted to put a sentiment there, you could put the butterflies off that. You could do Our Friendship Isn't One Big Thing, that could go in the middle, and then you could actually use the back and put a layer on to put It's a Million Different Things on the back. So there's quite a lot that you can use to make this card, because you can make it different to the one I've done. Hers is totally different. What's the name? McGeed. Is it Rachel? I've lost her name. But I gave it you at the beginning what her name was, so you could have a look at her card. As I say, hers was 6 inches in length and taller than mine as well. So I've made it to my measurements and specifics, but I thought it was a nice one fold that I'd not come across quite like this one before. So I thought I'd have a go, and I'm rather pleased with the results. So hope you like that. I'll be back with more crafty goodness on Monday. Thank you for dropping by. Really appreciate it. As I say, if you haven't got a demonstrator, I would be very happy to be your demonstrator. So you can press my shop link button on my Facebook business page, and it's exactly the same as my YouTube, which is Sue Boo Bringing Crafting to You. And you always get a thank you card and gift. One of my customers had quite a big share in the free celebration paper, and I have still got some of that left, and last year's, that I'd be willing to give you if you prefer that. So thank you very much. Stay well, stay safe. Bye.